used to be 8:30, but you know, our fault.
You know, a lot of venues have places where they got to know you for you to get up and do something, and a lot of people feel like they got something to share off their chest and they're not able to do it. They'll wait in line, or they'll get in there, get put them on the list and never go for 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm anti that. If I don't know you, I'm gonna get to know you when you come here and say you want to do something. So that being said, this is a spotlight, as the spotlight is. So first, I met this brother last weekend. Really dope dude, man. I heard his poetry. I was like, he's got to be here, and the whole team has to be here. But my man Mosiah, he can come up to the spotlight and bless us and start off the night, man.
How are you doing tonight? Good. I'm a part of an organization called Jan22 Poetry. We are a group of poets who really came together to, you know, make a difference in our community. And we all have, like, you know, the same vision to do this. So I want to give a shout out to my poetry group. Well, Ant's not here today, but we got Mariana right here. Give a hand clap. So this is a new piece I put together. I performed it last week, but you know it's kind of shaky, so I'm gonna try to do better this time. It's called "I Wasn't Gonna Write No More Poems Like This." I wasn't gonna write no more poems like this. You know that type of poem that exploit the nonsense, but provoke the conscience to speak honest? I'm talking about that type of poem that brings pain after the death of another brother whose body marinating in a pool of blood while the hands of the murderer is free of such. These types of poems blanket the pages of my notepad, so I said I wasn't gonna write no more poems like this. But the dogs are in the streets, hunting us down, dragging us to the ground. Somebody please help us because we can't breathe. Every time I turn around, another brother is dead in the streets, face down, his body motionless on solid concrete as his soul departs the body, making his way to heaven's temple. Black lives matter, but black souls are steady stolen by a self-claim that I fear for my life, racist-driven police. I said I wasn't gonna write no more poems like this. But the bloodhounds are in the streets. Black folks protesting for peace because we are tired of seeing our people gunned down by police. Mothers are bearing their sons and fathers way too soon. Fathers are being stripped from fatherhood because life is just a chokehold away from death. I said I wasn't gonna write no more poems like this. But the SWAT teams are in our streets. The SWAT teams are in our streets. Tear gas is being fired at innocent protesters who demand to be free. Looting in community make niggas look bad on TV while the news report to make sure they capture every scene. They label us thugs and savages and not pro-black activists who just want to be free. I guess it's hard for the media to understand. Our anger is just a reaction on indictments of the blasphemous. They tell us race is not a factor in cop actions. I guess that's the perk of home court advantages. The media is the epitome of a racist outlet making sure blacks look like untamed Africans, make Bill Cosby like a raper who target famous actresses. I said I wasn't gonna write no more poems like this. But we have tanks in our streets. 12-year-old boy gunned down by corrupt police. Rounds on rounds of rubber ammunition and smoke bombs being fired at innocent protesters who demand to be free. I'm sorry. Rounds on rounds of smoke bombs being fired at protesters forced us to flee. State of emergency. Weapons of mass destruction versus unarmed community. Where's the equality in this land of opportunity? The justice system denies us the basic rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness as millions march on the streets. From LA to NYC, signs are flooded and proud that reads, "We can't breathe, no justice, no peace. Hands up, don't shoot." I'm just trying to get through to my people who are still caught up in the deception that the Constitution is meant to protect us. Capitalist institution is deep rooted in our mental. We are not a part of the blueprint. It's designed to keep us in nooses, mass delusions, maintain the orders, keep us in school as they inject our minds with absolute confusion. When the truth hit the fan, they calling us ruthless for standing up as a unit. I said I wasn't gonna write no more poems like this. But it's a battlefield in our motherfucking streets. Shit's so fucked up in our communities that everything's swiftly turned around. So turned around right looks wrong and Wrong looks right. Cops get away with execution of black lives and protests are caught the aggressors. What the fuck is going on in this land we call America? We are the enemy of the states. We are starving for freedom. But the enemy continues taking meals off our plate. Fathers from our arms. Sons who never had the chance to be one. Shit so fucked up, we can't call a spade a motherfucking spade without a debate on what the truth is. I'm so sick and tired of writing poems like this. But this is all I see. So my soul bleeds through lead on my pencil. My heart explodes on canvas. My mind is damaged by political antics. I said I wasn't writing more poems like this. I said I wasn't writing more poems like this. I said I wasn't writing more poems like this. I made a mistake. Because time after time, I can hear my brethren cry. I can't breathe.
YouTube video on YouTube called Famous Official Video. And then I'll grace you guys with something else. So, no one wants to be invisible. Everyone just wants to be seen. I know one thing that's so irresistible is we all have a reason to dream, but that doesn't matter to a boy, to a girl watching me on TV, watching me, and I want her to want to be me, and I wanna be her dream, her dream. I gotta be famous, and I need to be somebody. He is famous. Coming home late, long overdue dates, heavily sedated. My parents patiently waited 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. He is famous for being late. Next day he arrived, his eyes bloodshot with a sleepy sting. He got slapped by my father in the face that night. He had a dent so big on his forehead it almost took away from how dumb he actually looked. Piss tested on the spot. Weed and meth, brother, what's next? You are the last verse on my piano keys, which is now covered with dust when mom cooks. She doesn't make your plate anymore. And I miss racing to finish breakfast at breakfast time and washing our bowls out in the soapy sink and crusted eyes at morning time. I remember you washing your puppy face. I used to envision your skin saturated with whiskey so famously. Every single day you act like I'm a ghost, no high or by, just the scent of a smoked blunt which now fills my air. Long heartbeats when you're not home. And the only teardrop famous to your cheek is embedded in ink. Why aren't you superhero famous, a politician famous? Why are you drug famous? Why are you thug famous? Why are you that common black boy, stereotype famous? Now you lost your sister type famous. And I miss you type famous. Like the bullet misses the clip that misses the gun, and I know you type famous like the bullet knows air, knows how to fly from the gun, but there's nothing famous about the way you're famous. And he's gotta be famous. He's gotta be somebody. Thank you guys. So this is actually a song, and I'll need a little cooperation with you guys. And hi, Chelsea, what's up? That's the homie. So this song is actually called Hypocrite, and it's actually, what happened is I have a manager, and his name is Dig, and so he posted some of my music like on SoundCloud, and the version that he posted on there got like over 8,000 views on it, and I was just like, what? Like I literally woke up and was like, what the heck is going on? So anyway, the song was just the song, but it didn't have the poem at the end of it, and so he was just like, why don't you just let that be space for other poets to hop on the song, because it's such like a universal song. And so here we go. So wait, let me tell you what you guys have to cooperate with. So basically the hook is very repetitive, so every time I say hypocrite, you say hypocrite, okay? So, and then every time I say contradict, you say contradict. You guys got it? Let's try it. Okay, so hypocrite, 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 Contradict. 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 Okay, cool. So, what you guys give me, I'll give it to you guys, okay? So, and that's not saying that you guys are dull right now, but. So here we go. Say what you gotta say to make yourself feel good. Do what you wanna do, cause you're misunderstood. Take time and see what you really are. Indulge in what you like and you won't get far. You're a hypocrite, 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 hypocrite. Contradict, 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 contradict. Hypocrite, 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 hypocrite. Contradict, 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 contradict. You read the Bible, but your actions are no good. Practice what you preach, like a church woman should. You talk so much about who I should be. La 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 la. You can't tell me you're a hypocrite. 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 Contradict. 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 Hypocrite. 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 Contradict. 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 What happened to brotherhood? Now we got brothers holding each other by the throat. Life is a game with no remote. You're not being controlled, you're being consumed. Stop being a part of everybody. You're not everybody, you're an individual. You came into this world snipped from the umbilical. You tippy-toe the intervals, and being happy is hard when you're not being yourself. Be your own reference, not somebody else. Looking at the world from an ivory tower, what do you see? Potheads, baby mamas, and EBT. A wardrobe, no job, but got J's on your feet. A violence, killings, and robberies up the street. You can't change the world just staring at it. Come down to earth and don't add to the damage. Some say live and learn, but I say crash and burn into the consideration of failure. There's 195 nations and 55 of them do not have the freedom of expression. I am blessed to be a part of this nation, but I am dissatisfied on how freedom of expression is being abused. Not saying all, but rap artists raping our ears. No condom, they might as well consider us brain dead with all this secondhand smoke of ignorance. Changing the world starts with you. We are the soil and you are the seed, so plant yourself. You need help. Don't be a hypocrite. Also, sorry, I don't mean to like be all up on your spotlight, but I just basically my album came out on Christmas Day, so if you guys are interested in purchasing it, see me after. So.
Awesome.
Vintage is dope. Appreciate it, brother.
If loving you was a crime, then I'm going to ask the law to arrest me. And no, it is not just because I believe in the passion of LOVE when I have to beg for the LAPD to cuff me. While I'm sitting in prison sad, missing you like TV, and no, I'm not talking about that flat panel screen that presents images in HD. I'm talking about you mathematically and algebraically and alphabetically. And I'm gonna break that down quickly so y'all can vibe with me. Alphabetically, we know the equation is QRSTUV. So now algebraically, if U being the variable is removed from my equation, what I have left is QRSTV. So if you take that back 4 lines, while I'm sitting in the prison sad, missing you like TV, when it comes to business and me, don't even bother. And no, it is not because I hate you. I just want to test an old theory, that old proverb, the one that says absence will make the heart grow fonder. When I'm sitting there, imagining you flying on the wings of a T-Rex, and yes, I know that makes no sense, like us living together when the last thing on our mind is sex. Yes, your soul is pistol whipped to my heart. I'm in love with you, baby. I admire your curiosity. I love your ambitions. I just want to slow stroke your insecurities. And I wonder if mutual support will be our favorite position. See, I want to kiss your lips that give life. There will never be a need for the fountain of youth. Then I am kissing your lips that give life. You see, I got to get into you before I get into you. I'm gonna break that down. I want to massage your mind and kiss your thoughts. Make love to your aspirations while you straddle my ambitions, baby. Kiss me on my cheek so I know you're here. Make love to my intelligence so I know you're real. Yasi, come get us one time, man. Already, I think.
My name is Jossie Ross, and I always forget to do this part, so I'm going to say it at the beginning. I have a mailing list. If you like what you hear, you can get the mailing list. I'll only send you spam. This is a song I wrote in college. It's about a girl that didn't like me.
Song already.
We live in a fairy tale. No men, trolls, witches, or elves. This fruit doesn't harm, it helps. The pain that we caused ourselves, our ills don't change the past. This fruit helps me 'cause I wish my life were more like a story, 'cause I do as I please. I tell the girl that I like that she's so different, 'cause she do as she please. Frustrated yet elated, oh how happy we would be, because we do as we please. But not your typical fairy tale. I'd tell you much different. This story much too difficult to say. Book would bend as I look at you, left the pages to myself. I know Tuesdays were never this hard, but still I wonder where you would go when these walls tear down and I speak a sound that will tell you what to say. But I know this story's not over today. Live in a fairy tale. No men, trolls, witches, or elves. This fruit doesn't harm, it helps. The pain that we've caused ourselves, our ills don't change the past. This fruit helps me 'cause I wish my life were more like a story, 'cause I do as I please, because I do as I please. She was like, oh, that's a nice song.
That's what you should have hit her with.
Well, that's a whole different thing. But yeah, that was great. That's awesome. So, nice. Move on. So this song, can I play a cover? Can I do that? Yeah. Okay. I did this big event with my work on MLK Day, where we brought out a bunch of volunteers over to this high school, and we had a DJ there, and he played this song, and I was like, oh man, I love this song, so I'm gonna play it for y'all. If you know it, you can sing along. Come on. We can hook up, hang out, just chill. I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just wanna know your name and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill.
Like 8 lines. See, if Cupid can shoot the arrow, I want to shoot the sparrow. To have this girl whipped like slaves from Pharaoh, more than my heart. She's all up in my bones like marrow, slightly opening up like Packers narrow, because she's that virtuous woman. A Proverbs 31 queen to be. That modern day Eve and jeans, please believe. I ain't never met a love like this, I'm gonna leave it there. Mariana and Lala, voice speaks volumes. These two very wonderful women, extremely dope, extremely talented. MJ is like, I'm the name of the connect, you know, I don't care what she goes by, I'm connected through, I connected the wire P through her. And Law Speaks, they did, y'all do the same piece I did on Sunday? Oh, go ahead.
It's about to go down.
They call me the Pussinator, the self-proclaimed nigga slayer, your guide on how to get away with lies for dummies, your top-notch, I need an Emmy for this shit, manipulator. I am the answer. I am redemption. For whenever your tear ducts are no longer guarded, I am the penalty for any so-called man who attempted to kill your spirits. The only thing I ask to be excused for is my diction. Don't pay attention to my use of the word nigga. I like all flavors as long as it comes with a certifiable pension. Any man who can write a check that clears is worth some type of attention.
So you're supposed to be some type of problem solver. I hate to have to be the one to dethrone you, but it's ones like you who make a bad name for all of them. Tell me, are you happy with your foundation? Not enough Mac in that makeup bag to conceal those scars of humiliation, but you've got high standards with high stakes. Sleeping with the next man to get your white horse to a high place, pinky up. I guess all that matters is that your fancy dinners are on nice plates.
You're damn right. I'm a woman on a mission and I ain't got time to waste.
But you hate when they waste your time. Unless they're wearing a nice watch, but even he who possesses the finer things in life won't value a woman who's willing to be flips like a dime. My weapon of choice sits high on a pedestal in between these thighs. My body pays the price that puts my soul in debt. I am a head turner with no obligation for a fairy tale or happy end. I am the one your mother warned you about before you learn to play house. I am the answer. I am redemption.
But whenever your tear ducts are no longer guarded, I am the penalty for any so-called man who attempted to kill your spirits. But if I'm such the predator that I claim myself to be, why is it that every time I look at you, you always eating away at me? You strip me bare and then jump into the pit of my transparency as if I'm a game and you've already mastered me.
There's a reason why I remain ahead of this. You tried to bombard your heart with hardness. Try to forget all of the causes of you being brokenhearted. Don't forget, I laid beside you when you were once the little girl who cried after being fondled with.
Wait.
I was there when you were with child and the man that you loved said he wanted no parts of it.
Wait.
I was there to polish your crown after you saw no shine in it.
Wait, there's only going to be so many times. So many times a woman can cry. So many times I'm going to look you in the eye to see the burden of your hurt spill over into mine. The cup's been full. Remember, every time I weep, you weep too. Every time I lose, you lose. So how many more tears do you want me to shed before it's enough for you? You choose. You say the route I choose, I don't win, but hell will have to freeze over twice before I ever see the day I lose again.
And now look at you, tainted, broken, and frustrated. You could have saved yourself 1,000 heartbreaks had you considered praying. Instead, you trailblaze with the vengeance. Parade in all of your ignorance, boastful and proud by the way you sway your hips, and now sugar-coated lies seep through those lips. You take pride in how the arch in your back dips as they bask in your pool. You come out thinking that you're on top, thinking that they don't have the best of you, but baby girl, praying has made geniuses out of fools. It begins with confidence and spiritual healing, knowing that the weapon you possess can provide more than a temporary fixing. Matter of fact, think of the vagina as a scholarship. No free ride. Need not apply if they're not meeting all requirements. Plus this thing too good not to be put on a golden platter. And if he's offering less than that, at least you can walk away knowing you deserve better.
Passion definitely has a chocolate face. In the place where I come from, passion is never taboo. It is the language we speak. It is the root of our being. It is the language that leaks from our lips down to our toes. Passion is never weak. I have roamed this earth for many centuries, emerging from the shadows, listening to the voices. Greed and hypocrisy plague this world. It is unfortunate. The passion I feel day by day is very foreign here. So I continue to roam alone in this space. No love to feel. Thirsting for the scent of her skin. Then there is the end. Might I remind you, flesh is temporary. Therefore, know your blood. Feel its warmth. Know its power. For these words, you will sleep well tonight. Remember my name, Armand.
March 8th.
All right, well, for those of you that have not heard the piece, when I was a young kid, I used to listen to the homeless people in the street talking to themselves. And they talk to themselves a lot. You know, they have mental disorders that are untreated. So I would write down the things that they say and try to figure out these things. They were like messages. And so I came up with this piece that's called Homeless Intellectuals. Homeless Intellectuals. There are messages in the crazy things people say. Messages in the crazy things people say. What message will I receive or hear today? The bum at 7-Eleven says, hallelujah, someday. First message. Watch what you're doing, shooter got a gun. Watch what you're doing, shooter got a gun. And the mother was slamming, made it on the run. Bitch, go to Catholic church. Translation, pay attention, be careful. Pay attention, be careful. Next message. Forget the Grammys, cabron. It's all about the Academy Awards. The blacks and Latinos were born, so know your history, bitch. Translation, blacks and Latinos unite, use art to beat the oppressor. Blacks and Latinos unite, use art to beat the oppressor. Next message.
A pork shawbread. A pork shawbread. A pork shawbread with jalapenos and chili cheese is the best.
Translation, just eat what you like. Just eat what you like. Next message.
I got bugs on my balls. What? I guess what goes up the ass must come out of it.
Translation, clean yourself, have good hygiene. Clean yourself, have good hygiene. Next message.
Do you see the power of the sun? Do you see the power of God's light? Can you do that? No, you can't.
Translation, calm down, you're only human. Calm down, you're only human. Next message.
Well, the newspaper got it. Television is bad, but put all the spaghetti sauce on there. No, watch it, motherfucker. Yeah, I know. But if you can do it, try fucking the bitch in the morning.
Translation for the men, read more, watch less TV, and give your woman good sex in the morning. There are messages in the crazy things people say. Messages in the crazy things people say. What message will I receive or learn today? The bum at 7-Eleven says, hallelujah, someday.
It's two songs, Stand By Me and Mercy. So, this one's really quick.
I love you, but I gotta stay true. My morals got me on my knees. I beg you, please quit playing games. Now you think that I could get something on the side, but you need to understand that I need a man who can take my hand. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me, baby.
Original. It's called Thank You. I wrote it a couple years back. I was just in the studio and I heard this beat and I just started pouring out my feelings. Not necessarily going to put on blast the ex or anything like that, just feelings.
So on street.
Okay.
Translation. There are messages in the
On my mind, I cried all day. I held you down. I held you so down. When I asked you to stay, you ran away. What can I do now? We was gonna settle down. When I cried in pain. I'm on my knees. Can you see me trembling? I'm not going back to the woman that I used to be. My heart's gone cold, Baby, it's no mystery. Oh, this is for all the heartbreakers, cheaters, and liars. Untrusted, disgusted, always redundant. How do y'all come up with all of this bullshit? Y'all sneaky, conniving, always denying. Oh, so I'm breaking down these walls. They got to follow me, cause I got to have these open wounds and fall to heal my soul from grief. So give me my peace, and my mind is losing all of its control. Why did you do this to me? You didn't have to hurt me. No, all my heartbreakers, cheaters, and liars.
A young black male who just so happened to not become a product of his environment. He relinquished the fact of being stereotyped and deemed typical, and doing so took toll on his mental. Being different, not doing what everyone else do, trying to set trends was a challenge for young dude. You see, kid grew up in the church too, but it was hard to stay spiritual because Christianity done became so traditional. Exposed to the fake reality that praising God is a schedule, programming. In order to be saved, you have to come to church on time every single Sunday. And in order to be a man of God, you got to be dressed in a certain way, shirt and tie, slacks, and some Stacey A's, just to come praise and serve, get the word, the sermon. Like our religion then became a designer label or something. Like Tyra Banks then decided to become an evangelist or something. God's next top Christian and Jesus was the judge or something. These elder women be stunting, strutting down the aisles, flashing their matching hats with their matching heels, trying to outdress each other like the sanctuary that became a runway or something. But ain't it scary? Whatever happened to coming to church as you are with jeans and a tee and ashy like Larry? When Sister Johnson, she come to church to look good for Deacon Brown when she come to church to look good for Deacon Brown when he married the Sister Sherry. People in the church is shady. Don't forget the men in the church who quick to kiss the cheek of First Lady, because word is she slept with Brother Moore, Deacon Brown, and Minister Wade. See, these preachers is getting rich off the tithes and offerings, feeding their greedy pockets, asking you to up your tithes and offerings and give more to God. And for why? So he can make a profit to be a prophet? Man, I'll pass and keep my money in my pocket, because teaching God ain't no job. I'd rather pay my tithes in other ways, like my gift as a writer, because you never really know where your money going anyways. And it's hard to depict who really saved from the ones who act the part like they auditioning for a Tyler Perry play named On My Way to Heaven. Part 2. The sequel. See, you must be a fool to think that I wouldn't realize the fakeness that goes on in the church with my real eyes. I'm a child of God and no disguise, raw and uncut, but never should you ever think that I'm adolescent within my intelligence. You better recognize who you're dealing with. And I'm 110% sure that somebody is offended, but that's not what I'm here for, so expect no defense. I just give it to you straight like Jose Quay with no chase, or better yet, Everclear, because God, he sugarcoats absolutely nothing here. And that hair that grows on your chest is going to grow in your ears on something you can't nair. So this wax that I spit is going to stick. Hear me out, because this may be your last Q-tip. You see, a lot of things get pushed to the side of life because we purposely discard them and say it is what it is. Well, that ain't the way to live. That's the prime example of not setting the example for these kids. We teach them that when all things fail in life, to resort to Christ for things to prevail. But how do you expect them to believe in Christ when you faking your way to hell? I guess it is what it is. And if you think technology is something, kid, check out these new high-tech demons, inventions of the new and improved Satan, waiting for you to drop the soap of faith so he can take your godhood. You need cleansing. Let these words be a shower to you. I'm washing away stenches, and I'm praying and giving it honor to God. Let the church say, Amen. You enjoy yourself, say whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Enjoy yourself, say whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Okay, so if y'all got an Instagram, hop on Instagram, _YRP_. That is our Instagram. We have shows. Actually, the next show is going to be on March 8th. We just had one this Sunday. Shane was there. He came and blessed us. You
missed it, I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. It's at the Mavericks Flat. Everybody know where that's at, right? Everybody know where the Mavericks Flat at? All right, Merck Park, turn up, all that good stuff, right? Okay, cool. All right, so next piece.
Wait, tell them where you're from.
Oh, y'all wanna know where I'm from? All right. Man, leave me alone. Shit, I'm from Flint, Michigan, man. Flint, Michigan is about an hour north of Detroit. For those of y'all who don't know, Flint, Michigan is probably like one of the most horrible places that you could possibly live in. just so you know, I get down like my city is the hood, okay? All day, just me. Spread it. No, I'm just kidding. All right. all right. Next piece. Last night, I couldn't sleep because every day is an inception. Granted, this recession. We live in this nightmare called the American dream, but pardon me, I have a question. What the fuck does that mean? See, Wiki P told me that it's prosperity is something about all being created equally, but back then a black man didn't stand a chance with equality. We were labeled niggas because of the white man's idiosyncrasies, enslaved to slavery and placed at the bottom of the food chain to eat barely. We were beat down and maimed, raped and martyred. Couldn't come up with the right letters to form the words to explain why we didn't deserve to play hangman. Thrown to the back of the bus, like where we sat really mattered to us. Forced to walk great distances because of our thick brown skin, men masculine, full lips and thick women with hips. Our women made good maids. Strong backbones for the Caucasian families in order to make homes for their own. See, bricks and flames engulfed our homes. We wasn't always welcomed here. Protest against this if you will, but there's no justification if you staring in the face of little Emmett Till. I need some clarity, because it seems like there's a subliminal definition to prosperity. Now that was our life. Let's speak on liberty. Definitions 1, 2, and 3, they all begin with freedom. Yes, we are free, but dumb to the fact that our minds are still enslaved in the chains that use this American dream and politics to whip our brains to make us think we're free, but really hope we forget. Hope we don't catch a whiff of this new generation of slavery that I call free dummies. But I'm here to free all us dummies. I'm Harriet Tubman's poetic cousin, and supposedly we are free to govern ourselves, but the government governs us to hell. In control like WL. As producers, they take away our jobs and add on to the consumer's bill. The cost of living continues to excel. Indian giving state aid and then take it away like my sister ain't got 5 mouths to feed. 2 nephews and 3 nieces, see they tease us with the upper crush. You get it, then they move it, so you never keeping up enough. Fiasco to Lupe. Now let's all become lasers, cause love always shines every time. Remember the smile, that's an acronym, and I said it wrong for the sake of rhyme, and divine intervention is mine. And this is the land of the free and the home of the chains, where Uncle Sam recruits boys as young as 16 to send them overseas and give their lives and call it bravery. See, everything in this nation has stipulations in regards to being a citizen. Legislatures might as well say that we're free, but to a certain extent. And then happiness, that's like a profound myth, because the pursuit of it weighs way more than 7 pounds. Just ask Will Smith. That's what I think of it. And come to think of it, there is absolutely nothing free in this world, is it? I mean, free ain't even free logically. They say money can't buy happiness. But in order to overcome the troubles and the struggle, you gotta pay double of what you were making a year for education just to graduate and be set for death. Once again, they want us to think we're free, but really hope we forget. Hope we don't catch a whiff of this new generation of slavery where our minds are still locked in a chains. Yo, peep this, your birth certificate goes for 1 meal in the New York Stock Exchange. YouTube it if you think it's a game. Seriously, we can still be sold. Why do y'all think that there's numbers involved in our identity, i.e. Social Security? Now I ain't saying I'm right, because I could be wrong. But in my court of law, Miranda don't even know rights from wrongs. So I write these poems in my American notebook, and my pen is the idol, and idle minds idle me, and I do me because it sets my soul free. Now you ain't got to listen, but you will hear me, because I got the scoop of the best ice cream, no gossip flavor, straight brain freeze, because my head hurts. I don't sleep.
Rewind.
Oh! Got me, nigga. I was trying to hurry up. The scoop? Okay. You ain't got to listen, but you will hear me, because I got the scoop of the best ice cream, no gossip flavor, straight brain freeze, because my head hurts. I don't sleep, because every day is an inception. We live in this nightmare called the American dream, but pardon me, I have a question. What the fuck does that mean?
I know we have some more. If not EMAC, West Side, is it Caption? West Coast Caption, that's you? All right, come on. I don't know who you are, but I'm going to get to know you after tonight, man. Yeah, West Coast Caption, man, right?
All right. I go by West Coast Captain from Long Beach, California. I'm a hip-hop artist. I love poetry.
So one of my boys hit me on this, so I just had to come see what it was about, and I'm loving it so far. So I got 2 pieces I'm gonna do for y'all. The first one I'm gonna do is called Really Real. All right, this is a story that if anybody's from the hood, they can relate to. I need y'all to follow the story and keep up with the character, okay? Heart racing, he's scared, he about to lose his home. Bill collectors and baby mama calling his phone. He need cash, his pockets touching, he broke as fuck. Mom's home and she sucking fuck for a couple bucks. Pops left, told him he gonna be right back. Well shit, this about a year ago. Lil sis want a model, she trying to be centerfold. Fucking all these rappers for a spot in their new video. He got a problem with that. He told her that she need to chill, but she doubling back. She said, nigga, I'm grown, 21 exact. And if I'm stripping on set, I can make by the rack. Mom's never at the crib, she always in and out. Told him to get up off the couch and put some food in the house. Damn. The fuck is he supposed to do? High school dropout, might as well bang the hood. His homie from the church, so he figured that he'd be all good. But shit, that's what he figured. His homie had his back till he fell victim to a trick. He tried to rob a nigga, but got hit with that blicker. Fuck. He had a little whip, but that shit got towed. No insurance on that motherfucker. He started selling crack till his name got known. Selling the purest to these motherfuckers. Had a little bitch, small waist with a fat ass. Asked her, do you love me, all these racks on wrist necks? She kept quiet, put her purse in the dash. Told him put a car over and he did just that. Laid back in the seat in the custom where it was dark. She started topping him up before the car was in park. He didn't even know the hood, but he didn't care at the time. He trying to get him some head, somebody banging a line. At first the nigga wasn't tripping, but they called 10 times. Man, something going on, said the voice in his mind. He started looking around, he started seeing some shit. 4 niggas in black hoodies like, ain't that a bitch? He looked over at her, she hopped out of the wind. They told her come up off the juice for me in your shit. Then he reached for his piece, they put the gun to his lips. And told him try some stupid shit and I'ma feed you a clip. The end. Follow me on Instagram and the West Coast Captain straight across. My mixtape, FAR, stands for Fake Ass Rapper, just came out. I let some of my haters name my mixtape. You know, a few people I used to deal with in the past. Oh, fake ass rapping ass niggas. So I want people to hear what a fake ass rapper sound like. So you can pick it up on that pit, it's free as well. So this next one I got, I'm gonna do is called Select or Delete. So the concept of it is when you're getting your feelings and you feel like nobody gives a fuck, nobody wants to listen. So I got to the point where I was gonna send out a mass text to a few of my friends and just tell them how I was feeling. And it got to the point where I was like, you know what, nobody really gives a fuck anyway. My boy, he's dealing with this, my friend dealing with that, she's dealing with this, etc., etc. So I just select all and delete it. But I went ahead and made it a song. So this is some poetry for you guys called Select or Delete. I get so lost in the music, man, I be deep in my mind. Chasing dreams of a pussy, it's MOB till I die. Why these niggas be hating? Why these hoes be plotting? I ain't got nothing but hopes and dreams, dry tears and this lint in my pocket. Why the devil always on me? Why my homies ain't my homies? Why I got a good woman, but I'm still so fucking lonely? Up all night and can't sleep. All this fucking toss and turning. Why I make the same mistakes I could have swore that I was learning? I've been thinking about repenting. Maybe life will be better. So I wrote a note to God, but the devil burnt my letter. No, this can't be it. It gotta be more to life. Then my ex texted my phone, said she trying to stay the night. I told that girl, get a life, find somebody else to play with. She said, you whack rapping nigga, you ain't never gonna make it. Ain't no label shaking for you. That's why your Gmail is vacant. You gonna see that this is true. You gonna fail, just be patient. I told that bitch, yeah, whatever. But that shit kinda hurt. I heard that anything worth having is surely worth the work. That's why I grind so stupid. But the kid much smarter. Trying not to burn bridges and give back what I borrow. My composure I can't manage cause on these beats I'm a savage. And all these whack niggas getting deals and they treat me like I'm average. Man, I swear I can't stand it. I just gotta take a seat. I was gonna send this in mass text, but select all delete. Wow. We straight trapped in a system designed to fail. With 2 options for a black man, either you dead or in jail. It's crazy though how we steady finding irons and shells with mad test lifestyles but don't minus the jails. Now add that and multiply it by the fires in hell. They're hoping that you kill yourself because you're living in hell, and since they can't kill you outright, they'll put guns in the hood and they act surprised at the gunfights. And then they say that they can't believe we would act like animals. We're so uncivilized, kill each other like cannibals, lying caribou antelopes, split us open like cantaloupes, never finding the antidote, kill us all if they had a rope. Long enough to lynch us all at one time. But they'll just let us kill ourselves off with 1-9. They'll keep us brainwashed with subliminal messages, hoping we die or end up in hospital beds and vegetables. Man, are we really that savage? Let the lions eat the lions if for them it's less baggage? Black man gone. I still don't understand it. Somebody please explain why being black is so tragic. Now me, I never bought into all the mess of the man. But somebody's responsible for the mess in this land that we living in. People divided, but what's the dividend? Racism. We got hoes that need filling in. Now, listening to one another may seem feminine, but what, you think you're too hard to be one of them gentlemen who set an example for all the youngest coming up? Because half of the world's the problem and the other half is us. What, you think you a man just because you pissed standing up? Nah, if I'm gonna be a man, I'm gonna start manning up. See, man, I had enough with all of this nonsense. If we abide by chains and tell me, where's the locksmith? Now, it may sound cheesy, but the locksmith is Jesus. Christ the one and only, man. We need him, believe me, because even if you're an atheist, when things get worse and disaster strikes, everybody runs to the church. So evidently, he means more than you think he does. Believe me, bro. But as a black man, I got a question. No joker. Why? Because I'm black, I gotta be a weed smoker. Statistics is an a-hole, and I'm not gonna follow the world even if Simon decided to say so. So I keep my head up and nose clean, boy, I know well. I stay at a drama and I ain't never been to jail. So black people, you have no more excuses. Regardless of the hand you were dealt, dog, is useless. We gotta make a change. We're not getting any bigger. So I'ma make a change with that man in the mirror. And I'ma stand out and stand up and I'ma put my hand up. So label me an outcast. Go and call me mad nuts. But one thing's for sure, I'ma make a difference. Y'all can stay the same, but I'ma make a change, period.
Sir.
Trying to turn these women into a big ass roller. It's hard to work as a system. Would rather not have me exist. She'll label me bad student. Never look to see the beauty strokes of full background. Teach the urban and they still haven't worked away. All of us gonna get home from Mars, making me feel like we ain't gonna come, yeah. Come. Trying to be comfortable inside my skin. He goes saying I should quit, but 10,000 said I could win. Everybody's telling me how I'm supposed to live, but I wasted time trying to be like my fucking friend, so I let go. Cause I just wind up dead if I listen to all the voices that creeped up in my head. Come on, yeah. Come on. Oh, come on, yeah.
When I knock your ass out, but in the middle of a swing, I got put on my ass because my conscience hopped out. I witnessed the silhouette manifest, then got pissed, then followed by an internal blow to the chest. I clenched my sternum and screamed, "What the fuck?" as an internal being roared, "Open up!" A red mass spurted at me, landed in the grass, screaming and squirming. I lifted up my shirt, but I didn't have a scratch. So I jumped up and demanded, "What the hell is going on?" First one said, "I'm conscious, don't know if you can tell, but I was barely holding on." What the fuck is that ugly ass thing over there? I'm rage and represent your inability to care. Then I noticed a table surrounded by 7 chairs. The devil and an angel were already seated and already speaking and didn't need a formal greeting. And by the looks of things, I could tell I was late to my own meeting. So my shadow, anger conscious, they all popped a squat, and everybody there had their own hidden agenda that they sought. And there's a mystical flame in the middle, and each had to cast and get rid of something that they brought. I'll do the second half next month.
I'm finna sing a John Legend joint. Hope y'all like it.
Last call for alcohol.
Don't you dare. Girl, I'm in love with you. This ain't no honeymoon.
beyond infatuation phase. Right in the thick of love. Times we can think of love. Seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved. You made your mistakes. We both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurt, I'll still put you first. We'll make this thing work, but I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. This ain't a movie, no fairy tale conclusion, yo. Gets more confusing every day. Hey, sometimes it's heaven saying, then we head back to hell again. Kissing, we make up on the way. I hang up, you call. We rise and we fall. We feel like just walking away. Though love sometimes hurt, I'll still put you first. We'll make this thing work, but I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow, oh, oh, oh. This time we'll take it slow. Take it slow, oh, oh, oh. This time we'll take it slow. Maybe we'll live and learn. Maybe we'll crash and burn. Maybe we'll stay, maybe you leave, maybe you'll return. Maybe another fight. Maybe we won't survive. Maybe we grow, we never know. Baby, you and I. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go. Seriously. 'Cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow. Oh, yeah. This time we'll take it slow.
Stay satisfied and happy, you know. So, I'm a man, Armo, right? Armo, yeah, I memorized that. I couldn't memorize the poem last time. I memorized that.
Armo, it's short for Armageddon.
Armageddon, why not? Yeah. Armageddon.
All right, I'm gonna let y'all choose this one because I like the story tell. So, y'all want the graphic story or the story about the drunk man? Graphic. The graphic. By show of hands. All right, show of hands. I can't see with that light. All right, show of hands. Y'all want the drunk man? Ooh, graphic it is.
Do them both.
Oh. Hey. All right, so graphic first then. Here we go. I'm gonna need a assignment for this one. It started when my mom hit the pipe too hard and began to choke. Her eyes rolled back far, more blood than water broke. The ultrasound said, your fetus is on fire, and your insides are burnt and torn. My labor lasted about 3 seconds the morning I was born. I shot out some through the doctor's hands and hit the floor. Got a pistol, I ran and ripped and choked the nurse on my umbilical cord. And from that point on, they knew I was weird and a crazy nigga. Foster folks came home, found 2 dead missing babysitters. Fast forward to tape the 2nd grade, my 3rd parent-teacher conference. The caseworker heard a bully one of my rocket, knocked me over and he wouldn't stop it. So I knocked him unconscious to beat him in the head with 2 lunch boxes. Since last year, he's regressed. Last week, he tried to hang a kid from the monkey bars at recess. The teacher thought I couldn't get any worse. If he's not in his chair, he's under my desk trying to pick up my skirt. And when he stays after school, he doesn't do any work, he only flirts. It's a good thing he's not a stalker or cannibal, but I forgot in his locker we found a bunch of dead animals. Then I was adopted by a huge fat guy who had an obsession to chastise. But all the stupid bastard did was aggrandize my image, shattered my innocence, tainted my mind with darkness, and I've been in it since. And trust, when you're left in the dark a while, your eyes begin to adjust. And when people smiled, I would turn my head in disgust and catch a gust of lust to see heads combust to bloody dust. And then he locked me in a room for more months at a time. So, body shocked and rocked, I began to run in my mind. I learned quick from the licks how to lick my own scars. I was pissing in the closet until he beat me and let me piss in the jar. And I remember one night, I was terrified. I was really scared because there was the monster in my room. And I wasn't tripping, it was really there. I could hear drool dripping and I could smell his head. It smelled a lot like sweat and oil and a little bit of torment and despair. It came from the closet. I threw my hands over my head, closed my eyes to regain my mind, but I had lost it. And when I opened when I opened my eyes, the room had a green tint. And through the gloom in the room, I saw a malignant grin. And then the floodgates opened and I could see them. Then it hopped and bounced deep within my cerebrum. So the next time he came in and began a hard lashing, instead of screaming, I began a hard laughing. He looked at me deep in my eyes and started spazzing. His head started spinning. I got scared, jumped out the window, ran away, and started living. And a bunch of residentials and juveniles, where it became essential to prove I was wild. Motherfuckers thought I was insane though, but didn't understand that my pops was just lightning who struck down and they loved the volcanoes. Which would explain why I'm hotter and better than the rest, and why in school I had to stand because my lava drool was melting through the desk. My spitballs were fireballs. I get a straw, set one off, set fire to the entire wall. Explains why the thirst is deep and I yearn to wear the fucking crown. And no exaggeration when I say, if not, I'll burn this motherfucker down. Yeah.
The creativity was Eminem. Yep. And his partner, man. His partner is hey, they made an album together, man. Go ahead. I remember Royce the 5'9", man. Oh, Royce the 5'9". Yeah, don't start, man.
So this one, all right. So this one is it's kind of the first 2 parts are narrative, and then the 3rd part it kind of jumps to the first person. But I'm gonna just roll through it. All right. And it's kind of visual, all right. On a dark and stormy night, there was trouble in the air. A man's in his car doing double and he didn't really care. Blind from his struggles and what it took to get here, his mind was clouded, but what was clear, he was dipped in fear. He couldn't fathom what was happening as he pierced through the soul of the man peeking back through the rear view. All he saw was a man that looked quite tearful. It wasn't the sweat dripping that was seeping through his beard too. Neglecting impaired reflexes, he sped and he stared through, swerving through traffic, cursing while he passes. And in his drunkenness, he even bumped a hearse with a casket. Well, the point of no return, the nigga just passed it as he pounced on the pedal and fled the scene and dared into the atmosphere to let a cop question me, because they're gonna learn a lesson indeed. Well, he said this simultaneously flying by a deputy, but he would never see because he was busy reclining, getting head in the seat. Fuck. Once again, the badge betrays the public trust. In his own ways, he didn't hear the radio buzz, too busy getting back at his wife and busting nuts. So I wonder which one of these forces showed up. Was it the mysteries of God, the devil, or maybe even luck? Well, by the grace of something, the man got home, parked in the garden, knocked over the gnome, threw up as he came through the door, head was screwed up, couldn't take anymore, stumbled upstairs, collapsed in his bed, stomach bubbling. He began to relapse in his head. The demons that were present finally being fed. Hereditary madness from his mother was loosened, and like his pops, his mind was incongruous and ruthless. And this life that he had, well, he really didn't choose this. And to prove this, when he slept, he flashed back to a few clips. Instead of waking up to a couple Folgers, was waking up to moms hitting rocks the size of boulders, which gave an inclination he was an abomination. So since then, his heart underwent some inflammation. And all his pop did was vilify, which solidified his will to die. And then a woman fixing her lips in a weird position, holding down his hips and mixing in a little friction. Well, then I woke up one night because the stress in me was poking at my mind, it was testing me. I went down and opened some Hennessy and took some shots because I thought that was the remedy. Now I'm pushing the Glock to the block, about to blow the brains that's left in me. Something told me before I go, I should hit the weed. Next thing you know, I'm high as fuck, bare feet walking down the street. Then the choking begun from all the smoke in the lungs. And in some passing trees, I saw some ropes already hung. See, I was looking for closure, but the more steps I took, I lost my composure. And the demon's odors mixed with hell's vapors was causing overexposure. And they laughed when I said they'll feel the wrath of a lone soldier. The path kept getting stony and colder. At last, I dropped to my knee, and that's when my shadow tapped me on the shoulder.
See, I am most certainly twice the lady. Then under this well-ironed veil, I call skin, there's restrictions, convictions, I'm conflicted, inflicted, I am a lioness. Who asked that you tread carefully into her den? Or I might just feel tempted to bite you. And from the way aggression has met its match with my tongue, as you can see, I can be 3 times the offender. Therefore, come loaded, because if it gets too heated, I'll be the first to pull the trigger. And if you meet me right before the dust hits the dawn, I might appear to be a wolf wrapped tight in sheep's wool. So, if you are not choosy with how you plant your seeds into my garden, I pity you fools. If you've been listening, hopefully you can do the math, because I've laid out a problem for you. That makes me 6 times the rap you which never crosses your path. Don't fuck with me. Excuse the monster that has manifested through my vernacular. I really much rather not have to create all these obscenities and embellish in being the woman I told you I could be, who's even more of your sexual supplier, while you over there looking like the little engine that could, ready to inject his wood inside her. Merry-go-round all up in her playground as you slide ya. Jimmy stick into her faucet, keep her water running as her pipe would. It's nothing to be the spark that ignites the flame inside her. Well, the fairy tale ends for this princess. At least you thought that much. Once you got to me, you had just emptied out on your luck. Welcome to the world of the girl who has all her guards up, and before you even feel free to be tempted to touch, I have a little game of my own. How about you try to stimulate my mental before you try to fire your pistol into my temple? Have thoughts that require you to be a bit more critical. Have a vision that reaches beyond the superficial. Have an image that's based off a little bit more than material. And even if you decide to be everything opposite of what I ask, I don't mind. Just don't pretend to be the nice guy that feeds himself off his own lies and gets full off the games you play, because I've warned you. I could be twice the lady, which makes me 3 times more offensive to you and 6 times your most regretful day. Because see, these words I use to finesse this paper with can turn into heavy artillery. So if you're really not that into me, don't pretend to be, because my idea of fun is to slay the fates. But the best weapon known to me is my wordplay. I create anomalies in any windows that will verbally fuck you up. And then I will smile at you and merrily send you on your way, because that is what poets do. We write until shit goes away.
Hey, everybody, that is everybody's tonight. I want to thank everybody for real for coming out. This is a beautiful event because everybody, like my man from Chi-Town, it's been what, 3-4 months you said?
4 months.
4 months, man. What's up? A lot of people come out here and they look for places to perform, and they're like, you got to sell 50 tickets to do 2 minutes, and then when you sell 30, you got to pay the rest 20 before you get out here for 1 minute. I'm not about that business, so whatever I can do to connect you to other people that can get you to maybe what you want to do, I'm going to do that for you, man. That's all I really want to do, man. Give back, because I know God's going to bless me. Yeah. Even if it's not here, it's going to be something sitting in heaven, man, honestly. So I'm not really worried about that. So that ends tonight, man. Next month on the 19th, make sure you're here. The 21st, we're having a panel, and they're having a mixture and panel seating is on the 28th. Talk to me after if you want to do something here or at the venue right next door. It's a smaller art gallery that you can do something. I am Shan the Poet. You can follow me on the shirt that looks big. So definitely, man.